When it comes down to it, you know what? Okay, yeah, you stole our smartphone. Fuck you. Now, you've been spending, you motherfucking Chinese have just spent a couple of $1 billion trying to build something to fucking find our submarines. And you can't. Because they got fucking 12 Polarises with fucking 14 warheads. Now fucking one of them takes off and opens up. Each one of those warheads has the fucking nuclear fucking explosion of the Nagasaki bomb, and each one can land fucking within 100 meters of where it's fucking directed. You shoot fucking 14 submarines with those many fucking missiles, and you fucking, we lose? No. Okay, it's a game over.
But back to you being a heel and a baby face for a minute. Is any of this inspiration coming from ECW?
I didn't watch the show.
It's been said that Shane was a fan. True?
Was a fan.
The last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I mean, he ended up there.
Shane McMahon.
Oh, Shane McMahon. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He would have been. I mean, he's always...
He had to get a new one after the accident.
Fucking underground cutting edge thing.
Must have been very expensive.
In those terms, though, does it start to leak into WWE product at all with something?
Didn't think I'd see it again. Not looking forward to stepping back inside.
No, I mean, it was anything. I was the one that fucking made sure that I cut the. I mean, it was my promo. I'm not going to touch anything with a black glove. It doesn't have to be one of the motherfuckers that you buy.
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. Doctors more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
Last break, they gave him everything else. They gave my attitude. I mean, he was a hell of a lot more successful with it than I was.
Do a joke with Vince afterwards? Maybe recently. Okay, that stuff looks pretty familiar, huh? Huh?
No, it's one of those things that you know what.
I mean, this is a real crazy day we're having, huh, Joe?
That's the one person you can't lie to.
You always let her walk all over you.
I don't think anybody doesn't fucking know where shit
Dad,
came from or who
I
said
love
what
you.
or who said what
And
to
I
man.
love that you want to protect me, but
I don't
please,
need any fucking
it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I've been successful in this business.
I'm just bellyaching. It's your house. Your rules, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger.
Can't go tonight because his back's
I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt. I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen. He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for him. I can't blame him. And what if I can't keep that promise? Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
Scott needs out there. Fuck to a house now. Another. There ain't no fucking days off in this fucking shit. We all hurt, motherfucker. You ain't fucking paralyzed. Take your motherfucking
I still
ass
can't
out
hide
there.
anything from you.
Sam,
We're
don't.
in the back of the bus.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
Yoko said,
All right.
fuck you.
I'm trusting you on
That's
this.
another thing. This is the, this
I'm
is
not
the
some
BSK
kid.
guy.
I decide what I
This
get
is
mixed
the
up
other
in.
fucking
You can't blame me
faction
for looking after you.
saying, fucking,
I
are
just
you
didn't
kidding
want you
me?
to worry. You're both so
You gotta figure the
patronizing.
fuck up. That's it. Hey,
I'm heading
maybe you
inside.
don't take gimmicks.
See how bad it is.
You know? I'm not telling anybody they should, but fuck, there would. Watch a guy like Taker fucking sit up with a flak jacket and fucking broken ribs and
What are you doing?
face mask with a fucking caved in skull and he ain't missing shots. Fuck you, man. Cowboy the fuck
I
up.
need to get in there eventually.
This is fucking big.
But maybe I should look around the property first.
ask you, because there was the no blood policy, was this Brett going into business for himself and knowing that?
He did it in Chicago alone in the cage match. Gave himself.
She told you this by Vince on
It's
the
about.
side?
She probably brought it over one time when she came with Nick.
Lucy.
So it wasn't a hard way then.
It was great to come back from work, sit down,
Hard
What are you
way
doing?
until the sun went
to
down.
get that kind of color, you gotta
Huh?
get stitches to shut
What you
it
doing?
up. Anybody knows that. And you get that kind of color. The most hard way is fucking them bleed for a couple of minutes and swell and shut them up. Unless you take the fucking steps, I've never seen anybody bleed fucking really effectively hard weighed unless A, they fucking slid it before and put something on it, or fucking, which we had to do with Sid, because Sid wouldn't juice. When we stopped the match at WCW, we had a guy
Hey.
cut him and then
Stop it.
Stop that. Now it's exactly the heavyweight title. This is happening too. But is it still sticking Vince's claw a bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did he sell that one?
No, I think my wife was glad she was gone.
No, did he? Oh, did Vince sell it? Oh, are you friends with? Friends with?
Really not. Yeah, Vince knows everything.
He used to follow it down to the shack every other week for fishing Sunday.
Really just went up my ass sideways. Was like Bobby Heenan walking out the door, fucking toilet. The kid being like, get rid of Heenan. You just knew at that point that nobody was safe. Nobody was safe.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that red handkerchief thing was always fun. Did he realize that men in San Francisco, they want to be pissed on?
Hey,
Isn't that yellow?
don't you be clawing at that. You understand me? Look.
Little Rockford Files.
Just on the statue.
Laura Brevetti. Did you know her? That's her.
No.
Sent from a mourner. Anna probably couldn't handle taking it inside.
No.
Post on her work.
Lucy. No. Stop it.
This is December 19th.
Shattered glass. This is how whoever it was broke into the house.
We ran overseas and back to back for months. We did 20 days, go home, do TVs, and go back over. Run Germany, then go back over to UK.
Right, it was that spot there where you did Germany, came back to UK.
Yeah, but that was one of those things.
Stop it right now.
What the fuck was going on, at your house or anywhere else. Yeah. Anytime more smoke and mirrors you got to do what you do. It's a shit worker. Better cage match, better ladder match. You give me a gimmick. I'm smart. I can tell a story.
Yeah.
The more shit that you give me to use, it's just the better it is. I always, in cage match, we all use the term, you go to a cage cell. So soon as you start using that cage, boom, that match immediately goes from, you know, regular speed to cage speed, which everything's slow. You know, have a cage match without getting any juice, and why? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. They have a pay-per-view of nothing but cage matches. I always thought the whole Hell in the Cell thing, when they put me in the cell against Triple H, it was just like everybody was waiting for this thing to fucking stink. And they went to me and they're like, "What are you guys going to do outside the cage?" I said, "We're not going to go outside the cage." I said, "We're actually going to have a match that psychologically fucking tells the story of why a cage match was ever brought into professional wrestling." Paul ran from me. He's ran from me 4 times. He ran across the street in a bloody mess in Halifax. I finally got him in a cage with a roof on it. He can't get out. We're not getting out of the cage. That's that. Oh. Well, we better fucking book Mick then, because he'll never be able to pull it off. Did you ever watch that match?
Mick's match?
No, a Hell in a Cell with me and Paul. Yeah. Mick is a special guest referee. Could you fuck me over any more as a babyface? He takes the fucking shot. Mick goes into the fucking cage. We don't ever go outside the cage. I inside stop Triple H, powerbomb him, grab him. Now, anybody that's ever been in the wrestling business, unless you wanted to bury somebody, is not gonna fucking short count my finish, knowing it's not the finish. He just takes a blast from the stairs, goes off the cage, goes down, and on 2, he's underneath, and he's gonna kick out my shit like I never hit him with it. And I'm like, fucking really? I'm not a mark.
Come on. Get up, come on.
You're way smarter than that.
You talk better.
There's no fucking way that wasn't fucking set up to fuck me. No way.
But why?
Well, number one, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When you leave, you can come back, but it's like the old Puerto Rican thing. Hey, Nash wants to come in. Fuck him. No. Let's book him. Then fuck him. You can always come back, but you know, you ain't leaving on your terms. As I got home, I sat there one day and just looked at my wife. I said, "Where are the Tremors at?" She went, "What?" I said, "The Tremors I used to get tea haircut with." She goes, "They're upstairs somewhere." I said, "Go get them." She got them, brought them down. I put number 2 guard on, and I said, she said, "I'm not fucking doing that." And I turned it on, and I went, "We'll finish it?"
Got it now, yeah.
She cut it off, and she just looked at me. She goes, "Well, what does that mean?" I said, "Just in case I get the fucking notion that I want to fucking go back there anytime soon, I'm going to go back on my terms as a 52-year-old gray-headed motherfucker. And I'm going to say what I want to say and do what I want to do. Because if I can't sing fucking my way at this point in my life, fuck, I'll sit at home and do nothing. I'll look at my wife and go, 1,103.71. I'm fine. If I get to watch my Brian Williams at 6:30, we'll feel a good story at the end. That's the fucking note to put on the fucking open the first bottle of red wine. Honey, is dinner about ready? Dinner? How was your day? How was your day, son? Little fucking Modern Family. Everybody gets a chortle. Let's call it a night. Now I can watch my DVR. Groundhog.
That's 1995. Thank you for coming back with us. Taking us with you.
Yeah, and thanks for opening that wound.
Yeah. Send us the bill. Thanks for watching.
Oh.
Anna is not well. This time, at least, try to be there for her. Anna? Anna, are you okay?
We'll see.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. She needs you, buddy. Needs me? I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort. Get her a drink. Just show her you're here. I'm not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins. But I guess I've heard worse ideas. She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries. This feels like the only part of the house I recognize. Whatever punk broke in here wrecked it. There. Good thing it's intact. It's about the last thing Anna has of her mother. has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough. Anna always wanted to take me to concerts. They were just never my thing. Anna would pace around the house for hours, then sit down and write her articles in one go.
Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam. Fine. You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Cheesy action movies, dark thrillers, and human rights. The melting pot of Anna. She's not gonna want something cold. Always said cold drinks are for parties. She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry. It's been a while, Sam. Things have changed around here. You feel like looking at old keepsakes? No. Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks. On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse. You're not helping. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Thanks. What are you waiting for? Bring it to her already. Finally, there. Here, might take the edge off.
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence? Or is it related to Nick's death? Did his murderer break into my house?
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's helping a bit.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Yeah. I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
telling me about it. I should have stayed back in Connecticut. This town doesn't want me here. Coming back, facing all that aggression, being covered in blood, possibly accused of murder. Did you really have to make it about you?
Sorry.
I know this hasn't been easy for you either. This all sucks. I'm just so... This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while. Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights, at the bar or the fishing shack, come home late refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
It doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest. Don't be too harsh on her.
Wait, this is ours, so this just came out.
You're right. I shut you out, and I'm sorry.
The past is the past. None of what's happening now is your fault. I'm just lashing out. It's just having you in the house. It's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
Side-by-side comparison of the two. I like the side-by-side of Tyron and Ben Askren showing the difference in the opponents Jake is fighting. Tyron, that's a bounce.
Face it, Sam. If you had paid attention, you'd have known she wasn't going to say yes.
There's no point putting a
You didn't want a ring.
with Jake Paul's
You told me before.
fucking around.
I thought it was what you're supposed to do. I thought maybe it'd save us.
That's a nice thought. I feel like you're listening now. And I thank you for that. You know? It ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened. I wonder if it would have ended the same way with Nick. If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make compromises and all that.
It wasn't your fault that Nick closed himself off. No one makes someone distant, especially someone like Nick. It must have been on his side. He was dealing with something dark. I know that's why I closed people off. I never spoke to Nick again after leaving town.
It doesn't matter anyway now, does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean... With what happened with Dennis, the police are going to start looking for me. I need to clear my name, and Nick's murder is the key to that.
I thought you really cared about Nick. But no. Sam Higgs still can't think of anyone but himself.
Nick was my friend, but that doesn't mean I'm not scared about what happens to me.
I know that. Shit. I want to hurt whoever hurt him so badly. I have to find out who did this, and I'll need your help. I have it, right?
Yes. I need to get to the bottom of this as much as you do.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment. Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Take your time. I'll tell you if anything's wrong.
Thanks, Sam.
I remember taking this photo. Seeing it like this. It's not what Anna needed. The door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it. As if her week wasn't bad enough already. I should erase it. But then the police wouldn't get the burglar's handwriting. Why is it so dark in here? This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was. I guess Anna must have left it on, but she had her laptop with her. Is this Nick's? Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the Basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't. Actually, over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Hello? Anna? Are you home? Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
Hon, I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go.
Nick's fishing shack. Lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?